Event of the evening. 10 rounds among heavyweights. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. Johnson's not throwing any fuel onto the fire for his opponent. He's just making his way down to the ring in a way in which he's checking that time card, ready to punch in and get to work. Mike Tyson's ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face.
In the blue corner, by way of Wilmington, the Giant Johnson. His adversary, by way of Brooklyn, Iron Mike Tyson.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. Johnson's cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Mike Tyson blocking that punch. Good doubling up of the jab by Mike Tyson. Teddy, you obviously built the foundation of Mike Tyson's boxing pedigree. What did you try to tell him very, very early on about how to face a counter?
Well, the first thing I remind him of is this guy is going to try to exist by taking your strengths and making them into weaknesses. Your big punches, your attitude to throw with bad intentions, to get you to throw those punches with bad intentions where he can make you miss, and then he can pitch right back at you. So don't forget the rudiments. Don't forget about the most important things. Set up those punches. Stay with bad intentions, but set them up with the jab. You know, make sure you're fundamentally set. You're not just going with all those big things, all the physical things, because that's what the counterpuncher hopes for.
Good defense, just covering up down low. Johnson's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hagler Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
Tyson's combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. And now you see him scoring well with the right. Wow! Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now. And that's the end of round 1. Johnson's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Good right hand by Johnson. Nice 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. There's a straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. And now he's targeting upstairs. Blocks the headshot. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. He scored well after being hit himself. Mike Tyson's in a position right now, Teddy, that I've seen a lot of guys trying to get themselves out of. Now, you've been damaged, you've been knocked down, you've been hurt, and it's desperation time. Teddy, we've seen guys with illegal fouling tactics just to survive.
That's a good point. You know, I read his bio. He's a football fan. Right now, he better make believe he's a middle linebacker and tackle his opponent just to buy a little time.
Johnson's combination. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck. And banging away he goes. And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time?
5, 6.
Mike Tyson rises up after going down here today. Flush right hand to the body. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Johnson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
Kind of like being at the carnival. You know, you just hit the bullseye and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something either bigger. But you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. He scores with the jab. Oh, and a crushing hook just gets right to him. A headshot blocked. Tyson's trying to survive it. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. He comes back with the left hand again. Johnson's using that jab well very early on here, Teddy. That could be a big benefit to him tonight.
Well, it's supposed to be, Joe. He has a real good wingspan. I mean, he's got those long arms. No better way to put him to use than to use that jab and use that jab at the right distance.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. He saw the uppercut, he took advantage, throwing it out there. Johnson's right hand scores well. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Tyson's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. And that's the end of round 3. He's been on target with his attack. Good, accurate punching as we begin round number 4 here. And he's up 3-0 on your scorecard, Teddy.
Good counter-punching. And when you're counter-punching the right way, you're usually getting clean shots. He's getting them.
And now the ref gets involved and warns him for headbutting. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Tyson's offense has nearly left the building, but that has a lot to do with the fact that he was hurt earlier. He got tagged.
Now he's got to find a way to be defensive, to make sure he survives, clears those cobwebs out a little bit, but he's got to reconnect the offense before it's too late.
A crushing blow up top.
I don't know if he has enough time to recover.
Good accuracy with that uppercut. So accurate. Jab, uppercut combination. Nice work on the right hand by Johnson. Johnson's on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. A non-stop swarming attack puts him down.
His opponent feels like he's in a rainstorm.
Johnson's back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Mike Tyson digs deep with a big uppercut. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Mike Tyson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. 3 minutes gone by in this round. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Johnson's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady. The same attitude as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. And now a well-placed hook to the head. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Took a shot, now he gives a left. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Oh, and he stays downstairs. Counters with a crushing blow to the head. There it is! Unbelievable! Just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But his desired heart is just as strong as it was before.
6, 7, 8.
Tyson's up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight. Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
Nice job doubling up the jab by Mike Tyson. You see him with the left to the head there? Johnson's blocking ability is doing well for him there. A good counter punch by Mike Tyson. Johnson's right hand scores well that time.
We got it.
Here we are, the start of another round, and if everything goes according to the way the first half of this fight went, he's going to be coasting in for an easy win.
Well, if his opponent goes along with it, he definitely will, but maybe he'll change the script a little. Flip the script a bit.
Tyson's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Johnson's showing us that if he pulls this trigger, he's hitting that target. His accuracy is great.
Well, that's part of his ability. You know, I mean, it's not just his hand speed and that he's technically good. You know, he's got a little bit of pop, but he knows when to throw. See, that's important, Joe. Knowing when to let the hands go. He knows exactly what time it is.
What an excellent two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. And now they're trading blows. Tyson's so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Up top with the right hand. You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut? Look at that. Great work there. Johnson's corner knows that their fighter still has much more to do. You cannot just sit back and be content on the stool securing a lead. You have to go out and earn a win. Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Blocks it away. Johnson scoring with that right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Wow, he backs up the combination, landed all four of them. He's getting hit a ton now. He needs to add some defense to his game. Forceful jab by Mike Tyson. Solid left hand to the head. Tyson's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Johnson, what a big shot. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this?
4, 5.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on. Kill a little time.
And he's holding. Comes right back with some offense of his own. And he engages in the clinch. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Good combination to the body. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. And round 7 comes to an end. Close fight here tonight as we have round number 8 underway. Johnson's enjoying a slight lead on Teddy's scorecard, but I've been concerned with how much he's been easily tagged tonight, Teddy.
Well, that's when he goes into that peekaboo. He goes into that peekaboo. He doesn't move his head. He's stationary. And
look at that! Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
4, 5, 6.
Johnson's rising back up. That takes some guts. Gets rid of that body shot. Tyson's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Trying to cut down that tree one shot at a time. Nice block by Mike Tyson. Solid straight right hand. Scored well to the body again. Oh, and there you go. Johnson's battered and beaten. I don't know that this fight's going to continue.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Well, he missed that right. And Tyson with a block punch. the count, but I don't think he has it in him.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, Teddy. It's over. This fight is over. Mike Tyson's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's knockout ability cannot be underestimated. This fight had everything leaning decision. They were coasting along, then he ended it.
Well, this one brings you back to the annals of the sport, the history of the sport. I mean, it makes you think about the great Joe Louis when he caught Khan late in the fight.